Oh.
It's 2, man. Come on, give it the time.
Just do 1.
It's 2.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. What the f?
You just said do 1. You said...
I wouldn't change game plan, I would change execution.
Yeah. I think game plan was pretty straightforward, set in stone. But the execution was very poor.
Yeah, I think like the only time where I like a composition we made was like really like definitely not the best was Junkertown defense. But other than that, I think we had a good read on what was going on, what other teams wanted to run, what we wanted to run, like how the comps work. I think just our execution is really what set us back this past weekend, especially on Sunday.
I think we had a good read on what we wanted to do and what fit us well, because
against the teams we were playing.
Against the teams we were playing against.
Absolutely.
And coming off of a rush meta before the bans, it was, your game plan stays relatively the same since you are still playing a rush comp. So I think we had a good read on the meta and what we wanted to play against other teams. It's just the execution was just a little bit lacking. Especially from the Atlanta game, was there's a lot more room. There's a lot more flexibility in the meta. Like the meta, if there is one, per se. Like teams can be a lot more flexible with their picks. Like heroes don't necessarily need to coordinate together as much. Like they swapped Hog Diva, and they were like sometimes you play an Ana with an Ursa, and usually you just play Bap. Like heroes don't need to coordinate as much. So I think we can adapt a little bit more of that flexibility into our gameplay.
No, I think, man, like of course everyone feels down. I don't think anyone expects us to feel particularly good or happy about that. I don't think it's fair to say to the players that like, they don't care. They definitely do care. They come in here every morning, like 9 a.m., sometimes even earlier, to come in and practice, talk to review, even put in hours after. I think that doesn't really show in the gameplay, and I sometimes, like obviously you want it to show in the gameplay, but again, we failed in execution pretty hard this week, like really hard, and that's just where it hurts the most. But I think in terms of spirits, I think you guys won't know this, but today, like the first day scrum is back, they were actually pretty good. No one was like shut down, no one was giving up or anything. They were just okay. We're like, we know we're not doing so well. We need to just keep practicing, and that's kind of where me and Ali were at. As soon as the match ended, we obviously like took the rest of the night off. But Monday we were in here all day, just making sure we have what we want to do straight, how we want to approach it, going forward with the team, and I think we've hit our mark at least today on the first day of practice going into this week.
We're playing against 2-time champs and melee champs. I think we play Shock first. Realistically, like, what's it called? We're hoping to like be competitive, go out there, give it all we got. Like if you show up on the day, like there's no, like if you show up on the day of the games, we're not out. Like we can 100% take these games, but we just need to show up on game day.
Something that we need to really just adjust for is just adapting, and that's not necessarily like changing the comp or changing the next match or making a decision after the map because a certain way there's a certain way the enemy team is playing. I think it's more of exploiting advantages that we have and making sure that the disadvantages we get, we can play off of. It's not completely over when you lose one person or 2 people, and it depends on the composition you play. I think this is where we need to focus on to improve. I think we're looking to have Changsik be a leader on our team, and that's something that we're molding him into. He is like already a really smart player. I think like some decisions, like obviously, it's just like you're getting back into the groove of things. But that's someone we're really looking who can help us win these games. Like obviously, when like the whole team performs poorly, everyone on the team looks bad. But like from Changsik's, at least from my point of view, the coach's POV, he did what was asked of him. Did like the best he could in the time we had with him so far in the team with practice and everything. And I think right now, he's still determined. He's so determined to turn this around for himself and for the team. So I think that's just something everyone should be looking out for is how he develops as a player for the rest of the season. And that's where we're at. That's what Changsik. Changsik.
Changsik, baby.
No more Changsik mode. He's Changsik.
Changsik, could you imagine?